what is City's lineup going to look like as we get into the season? Obviously, it's a weird. I think that it's similar to Liverpool. Like the core is set. Like we know exactly kind of certain characters and where they're going to play. Like I'm pretty sure Haaland's going to be up top, right? Like, but I think the rest of the team, that's where I get maybe a little confused because there's so many options, and the Club World Cup gave us some hints, but not like the full picture. So, do we want to start? Let's start from the back and then work our way forward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's just say James Trafford's there.
Okay.
And I think in terms of kind of your question, Dylan, like who exactly belongs where, I was reading something, and I know I get accused of it, but it was regarding Chelsea of certain targets and where they're going to play. And I think City fall in a similar category in this sense. It's not going to necessarily be, oh, well, Doku's our best left winger. He's there every week. But it's more about based off who we're playing, how are we going to exploit them and what they do? And I think it's a different approach every week, especially with a guy like Pep. So it is going to be difficult to do this, I think, but it's a good challenge. But yeah, Amelia, you're going to have to take the lead in this one.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty straightforward, honestly.
I feel like that point's fair, but I just for me, like I think that even when you try to play the styles makes fights game, like in your biggest games, this is the 11 that I would want to see.
Yeah,
you're playing Liverpool.
Who are your guys?
These are the 11 that, regardless of styles makes fights, you're gonna put these guys out.
Your best, so, yeah, I got you.
Is left back Aït-Nouri?
Yeah.
I think Guardiola
left, yeah.
And that center back's pretty safe.
Yeah, at least to start off.
Yeah, I put him in my top 5 defenders list, and people did not. Some guys didn't like that just because. I don't know. I think he's so good, dude.
I'm so skinned him like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what this will look like. We've seen him at left back for such a long time now. Like putting him back in a spot where he's
really good at center back.
Yeah,
he's more at home. He doesn't have to think as much.
True.
Yeah, there are a little bit of aerial issues, I think, but
he's very athletic. He can make up.
Who are you carrying?
I would love for
Ruben Dias.
We could throw him in, but yeah, it's Ruben Dias.
Ruben Dias.
Is there a shout for Kusanov there? You went.
I think Kusanov would be great too, but I, in terms of just like a pairing that would be perfect, I think it would be Reish and Vardiol. I think they would cover every box in the defense, at least centrally.
Is it Nunez at right back right now?
Yeah.
See, and that's kind of why I think you can't put Kusanov because, I mean, I think he's a good player with potential, no doubt, but look at the rest of that back line. You know, you have a guy who's still learning the position fully at right back. You have a 22-year-old goalkeeper, Aït-Nouri, who has his defensive frailties. Vardiol, like, yeah, you need a Ruben Dias in the middle of that. So I think that's a big question.
My counter argument to that is I think that we've seen Diaz kind of take a step back athletically, and the idea of Nunez bombing forward could be an issue just for the simple fact of like if you have Kusanov, he can totally. This is gonna sound really bad for you, Mila, but like it's very Emilio Garces. Like he's just like super fast. Maybe doesn't have it completely put together, but he will save you on a couple of counters where he's just gonna fucking sprint back, be the fastest player, and get to the ball. I do agree with Diaz.
I think the pairing of the two of them, Dylan is right, would be very interesting. And in terms of the way we want to play, I think that would be the best. If we do get stuck defending in a 3-back on a counterattack, I think I would prefer a Kusanov, Guardiola, Aït-Nouri, or Kusanov,
absolutely,
Matheus Nunes.
Yeah, we'll like
straight up defending though against some of the best teams in the world. I think Ruben Dias does it just easily takes the top seat in that.
Yeah, that's fair. Once we actually put all these guys in here, we'll shape it towards how we think you guys will hold the ball in possession.
Throw Rodri in the middle.
Yeah, Rodri seems like a safe bet.
I think Rodri and Reinders are pretty sad.
REJI
seems like the preferred midfield.
REI.
You already know we're getting Gundo. We're getting Gundo, Bernardo, Kovacic match week 1, baby. Come on.
Right. The forward three, I think, is because we just don't have it. Yeah, I
do a lot.
think it's, for me, I think it's Foden in the middle. But then again, like, is it Marmoush?
I think Foden on the right, Marmoush under Haaland, and Goku on the left to start off the season. And
Okay,
I think with
I really like
these
that, actually.
guys they can all lose their spot. They can all take each other's spots. I think they're all really talented. It just kind of is going to be who has the hot hand.
This
the 4 or 5 of them in that position, because I do think Rangers might move up from time.
Nori's he's probably underlapping here, which he's fine with.
Yeah, right. So I mean, from the Club World Cup,
I
right?
mean,
This is kind of what it looked like, right? Like, this is gonna look real weird.
Well, Doku and Nori,
yeah,
switch them.
Yeah,
Doku was more wide. Nori was underlapping. Yeah,
I think they
nice,
managed to switch it up a lot, though.
I think that they're on it. Yeah, I was gonna say I think they go back and forth, because honestly, I thought Doku, when he came inside, was pretty good. He was
really good.
In terms of Club World Cup, he was probably the best performer on a week in, week out.
I think he's probably one of the most exciting players for this next season, in my opinion. I just want to see where it goes with him, and I think this is the be all and all season for him. So it's make or break. He seems like he's in a good headspace. With this whole YouTube and rediscovered faith. So hopefully the good mind will lead to good things on the pitch.
Yeah. This City team is so interesting. You guys have so many attacking outlets. Like, outside of
Savio
Chelsea,
could easily take someone's spot in this.
where are they going to change? Do they have enough room in the dressing room? Just so many guys.
Well, yeah, dude. It's, when you have to compete with small clubs like Liverpool, who can spend 300 million.
Sorry, guys. There's a huge Fabrizio news. Emerson Royale has said yes to the Flamengo project.
Damn it! I was hoping he'd go to Besiktas. Big Besiktas fan over here. So, I am interested, because we didn't even bring him up so far, really, outside of first image. Yeah, he's such a game changer. Is he just like the sub backup to Foden for you?
I think he's got to earn it.
But
he could be the best the best creator on our team, for all we know. We just haven't seen enough of it. He needs to earn it. Some of these guys have done a lot for this team. Marmoush was really good going into the last season, so I think Cherky, out of all those people, is the one that needs to earn it the most.
Yep, that's totally fair. I am so fascinated by Marmoush. I just think he's such a good player, and so, like, the idea that I honestly, I group him, Foden, and Cherky, like, kind of in a grouping, because whenever they're gonna come on or come off for each other, maybe I was wrong in saying it would be Foden for Cherky, because all of the Club World Cup indicated that it's going to be Foden and Cherky together, and you were talking about how they have a good connection too. Is Haaland okay? I said it in my players that I was, like, really interested in watching. I think Haaland's going to score like 60 goals.
That would be very nice. I would love that.
I think he's going to score 60.
But I do think once it clicks with Reinders and Cherky, and once Foden gets back to form, I think that is going to happen too. I don't think it's a will it, but when with him. The goals are going to be leaking in for Haaland. Granted, he does need to get that confidence up a bit, but he's an elite striker. These goal droughts tend to not last too long for the elites, so I think he'll be fine. 60 would be very impressive. I hope that was all competitions.
Yeah, sure.
Or maybe not. Maybe just
no. It's 60 all comps.